Escalating tensions throughout the Taiwan waterway zone culminated in a critical breakthrough on April 3, 2025, establishing a pivotal moment in contemporary maritime combat. When sunrise illuminated these vital seas, Chinese armed forces launched their initial assault operation, ending weeks of elevated readiness conditions and plunging the region into intense warfare turmoil. Central to this major confrontation positioned the USS Gerald R. Ford, symbolizing America's premier ocean vessel equipped with cutting-edge monitoring equipment, magnetic launch mechanisms, and fighter squadrons engineered for Pacific area control. The battleship's positioning demonstrated tactical dedication, while Beijing's weapons traversed contested marine zones. This fleet's presence emphasized America's steadfast determination to maintain seaborne freedom and oppose hostile actions. The Ford's massive scale and roaring aviation activities conveyed an unmistakable signal. Any effort to alter geographic boundaries using violence would encounter America's complete armed response. During this vital struggle, the vessel signified beyond simple ocean machinery. It represented strategic deterrence, partnership unity, and explicit warning that international laws require constant protection. No nation could afford operational mistakes. The catalyst for Beijing's aggressive actions emerged from the shadowy pre-dawn waters beyond Fujian's coastline. At 6:45, shore surveillance spotted an uncommon formation of American vessels approaching the established demarcation zone, their outlines distant yet unmistakably identifiable. Instantly, intelligence units questioned whether the danger originated from concealed sensors aboard sophisticated destroyers or fleets of automated monitoring aircraft testing Chinese perimeter protections. Anxiety escalated across command structures while security analysts examined live electronic transmissions and visual verification. 7 minutes afterward, at 6:52, Chinese leadership authorized an offensive military directive, release volleys of HQ-9B surface-to-air rockets, dispatch J-16 and J-11 combat aircraft, and engage maritime defensive artillery networks for optimal security. This comprehensive response constituted a calculated risk, combining extended-range accuracy weapons with flexible aerial systems and mechanized terminal protection units. The coordinated engagement of radar-guided rocket attacks, hypersonic fighter missions, and high-speed cannon batteries illustrated Chinese determination to preserve territorial control through military force. By choosing instant confrontation instead of awaiting additional provocations, China intentionally intensified the crisis, indicating to neighboring states that any test of ocean authority would face resolute armed opposition. Beijing's unified atmospheric protection framework creates a powerful barrier against potential invaders, constructed using numerous interlocking defensive zones engineered to locate, monitor, and eliminate dangers from coastal installations reaching far into mainland China. The foundation includes HQ-9B surface-to-atmosphere rocket networks capable of engaging objectives at distances approaching approximately 125 miles, utilizing sophisticated radar coordination systems that secure enemy planes or guided missiles with accuracy. Supporting these ground-positioned platforms are squadrons of J-16 and J-11 interceptors equipped with extended-range PL-15 aerial combat rockets, extending battle involvement beyond 120 miles, allowing China's aviation branch to engage hostile aircraft before they can deploy standoff armaments. At closer ranges, Type 730-point defense gun networks deliver concentrated protective firepower at speeds reaching 4,200 shots per minute to destroy approaching anti-vessel missiles or rapid assault boats during final protection stages. These components jointly establish a stratified zone denial system employing shore radars, flying advance warning platforms, ground-positioned rocket batteries, and rapid response fighter patrols within coordinated control structures. By connecting detection and engagement networks across ocean, aerial, and land environments, China has built a high-concentration defensive wall designed to challenge hostile attack preparation, diminish long-distance precision weapon efficiency, and discourage any intrusion into areas considered sovereign maritime space. Upon identifying the advancing danger, the USS Gerald R. Forward battle formation instantly adopted maximum vigilance posture. The vessel's advanced SPY-6 active electronically scanned array radar commenced monitoring up to 1,000 flying and surface targets concurrently, providing immediate intelligence to the group's connected weapon networks. Managed by Aegis Baseline 10 systems aboard accompanying Arleigh Burke destroyers, the formation's 96 Mark 41 vertical firing tubes prepared to perform accurately synchronized protective barrages. Leading the protective missile inventory was the SM-6 Interceptor, capable of Mach 3.5 speeds at distances reaching 230 miles, establishing the main long-distance engagement wall. Covering middle ranges, enhanced Sea Sparrow rockets provided swift medium-distance coverage, while rolling airframe missiles offered nimble close-distance protection against maneuvering dangers. For threats penetrating outer protective zones, Phalanx networks engaged incoming rockets or small vessels using 20mm Gatling weapons. Integrated control centers merged sensor information and distributed engagements automatically, guaranteeing no objective could overwhelm protective networks. Within moments, the forward battle formation shifted from deterrent placement to active protection, showcasing the vessel's dual role as both attack platform and defensive barrier of American ocean power. During the subsequent aerial combat engagement, F-35C Lightning II stealth interceptors assumed primary authority, establishing overlapping destruction areas that surrounded the vessel battle formation with invisible danger walls. Utilizing their minimal radar signatures and advanced sensor integration, these sophisticated aircraft directed friendly rockets toward enemy interceptors before hostile pilots recognized they confronted assault. Above, an E-2D Hawkeye flying advance warning plane maintained constant battlefield observation, its powerful radar examining vast regions to identify and track all approaching and departing aircraft. Once enemies were positioned, AIM-120D AMRAAM rockets launched from both F-35Cs and supporting interceptors. These fire-and-forget guided armaments with approximately 90-mile range pursued objectives independently, extreme supersonic velocities. Coordination between Hawkeye mission control units and F-35C networks ensured each rocket received optimal targeting information, reducing engagement time. Within minutes, multiple Chinese J-16 and J-11 interceptors succumbed to this integrated method, their formations destroyed before launching effective counteractions. The outcome provided definitive proof of American vessel aviation's capacity to control disputed airspace and protect valuable resources through stealth, sensor integration, and accuracy beyond visual range warfare. EA-18G Greater electronic combat aircraft equipped with AGM-88 HARM rockets performed synchronized attacks against PLA maritime radar protections. Grayler jamming networks generated customized electronic disruption, disturbing Chinese radar frequencies across C, X, and S bands, while HARM armaments homed on active transmitters to physically destroy crucial sensor installations. Teams performed silent dominance methods using stealthy radio frequency control to disable hostile networks before detecting friendly units. With engagement distances exceeding 100 nautical miles, these approaches neutralized Type 054A frigate observation radars well beyond visual distance. Type 054A ships depending on Type 38-2 three-dimensional atmospheric search networks and Type 730 close-in weapon system structures struggled maintaining objective monitoring amid constant interference and rocket bombardment. Grayler platforms utilized sophisticated digital radio frequency memory decoys, creating false contacts, producing confusion within PLA command structures. Meanwhile, HARM's high-velocity flight characteristics enabled accurate strikes against superstructure-mounted radars, eliminating them within seconds of activation. The American vessel battle formation integrated Link 16 information links across vessels, destroyers, and Graylers, improving targeting precision and speeding engagement periods. This networked structure guaranteed instant battlefield knowledge and swift resource redistribution. By rapidly alternating between soft kill electronic disruption and hard kill rocket attacks, America created an electromagnetic battlefield neutralizing frigate layered protections. Eventually, this combination of deception, elimination, and doctrine-based approaches exemplifies modern multi-domain combat and proves American maritime supremacy in contested coastal waters with overwhelming strength. Following the vessel battle formations, layered protections eliminated incoming dangers. The USS Gerald R. Ford's Warfare Direction Center rapidly shifted from protective position to offensive readiness. Within its command section, specialists analyzed enormous amounts of sensor intelligence and tactical information, creating comprehensive evaluations of hostile positions and weaknesses. A senior attack planning unit continuously briefed recommended decisive Tomahawk rocket bombardments. The commanding officer then issued firing authorization directing all weapons control units receive launch instructions within 5 minutes. Simultaneously, guided rocket destroyers and assault submarines supporting the battle formation began pre-firing sequences, loading vertical firing tubes and torpedo compartments while performing final targeting adjustments. Link 16 communications coordinated across platforms, ensuring each Tomahawk would strike designated objectives with surgical precision. Personnel stations displayed green readiness signals, confirming total warfare preparation on brief notice. This swift transition demonstrated the battle formation's flexibility and the Navy's dependence on information-driven coordinated multi-domain missions. Following completion of retaliatory readiness, the vessel battle formation performed coordinated Tomahawk counterstrikes, firing up to 100 Block 4 guided missiles at maximum speed, traveling approximately 550 miles per hour and carrying 1,000-pound explosives. Each weapon was configured to hit reinforced objectives with surgical accuracy. Firing platforms aboard Arleigh Burke destroyers released synchronized volleys, while Virginia-class assault submarines delivered supporting attacks from underwater positions, creating multi-direction assaults, overwhelming hostile protections. Above the battlefield, FA-18E Super Hornets from the vessel's aviation wing performed precision attack missions, releasing long-distance JDAM Joint Direct Assault munitions from 30,000 feet to eliminate additional objectives, while reducing collateral damage during engagements. EA-18G Growler electronic combat aircraft maintained complete radio frequency suppression, severing hostile communication structures and preventing coordinated protective responses. Within moments, refined targeting intelligence guided rocket impact locations against priority targets, including hostile command installations, fuel storage complexes, and atmospheric protection rocket sites. The combined result of subsonic guided attacks, high-altitude precision bombing, and continuous interference ensured critical command centers, radar installations, and supply warehouses were eliminated quickly. This precision attack package, supported by the vessel formation's protective zones, demonstrated the American Navy's ability to transition smoothly from force security to decisive power projection across disputed waters. Following conclusion of the offensive mission, 15 critical installations, including multi-site radar complexes, underground ammunition storage warehouses, and heavily reinforced bunkers, were completely eliminated. More than 40 JA-16 and J-11 interceptor aircraft were destroyed either at facilities or during aerial warfare, effectively removing the opponent's primary atmospheric protection capabilities. Financial evaluations estimate immediate losses exceeding $5.7 billion, representing not only destroyed equipment but also crippled maintenance and supply structures. The coordinated strikes dismantled the A2AD shield once projecting from shorelines deep into the interior, forcing the main maritime facility to relocate command operations nearly 200 kilometers inland and surrender control over strategic coastal waters. Beyond material elimination, this operational disaster undermined hostile leadership credibility, reduced personnel morale, and reinforced American power projection reputation. Ultimately, the engagement decisively shifted oceanic power dynamics, establishing maritime superiority and deterring future aggression. The destruction of China's celebrated A2AD structure crushed opponent morale, undermining both global standing and confidence within the PLA. The decisive demonstration revealed the effectiveness of multi-layered sensor-integrated protections and essential cooperation between aerial missions and electronic combat. It also delivered clear deterrence. No entity can risk challenging an American vessel battle formation without severe consequences. Intelligence collected here will influence world powers, validating modern deterrence effectiveness and supporting continued investment in vessel battle forces. As hostilities intensify, no nation can truly afford underestimating American maritime dominance.